Okay, I actually don't know if the controller works, but I plugged into the darn thing. So let's hope it does. I thought this was a controller-based game. Oh! I clicked on the elephant. Oh! Okay, that's fun. This is an interactable screen. I didn't do the intro. I gotta stop clicking on things. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. This is Speak of the Joker with the narrow hands to avoid the green screen limits. And today we are playing... Oh no, I have to say the name again. Chuchel? Oh, I hope that's right. A cute little comedy adventure game that is not too long, but I seem to always extend things. So we'll see. First sip of coffee, and it is good. The coffee I had all week traveling at a conference was technically coffee. I will say that. Let's click on everyone. Aha! I see the premise here. This, I believe, this dust ball in the middle here is the main character. And everything is trying to wake him up, but he's not waking up. So let's continue to click on things. Oh! That's not what I was expecting to happen. Oh, I guess we did it. There's no dialogue. Like, no, at least it's not English. Okay. Okay, so there is no controller action to be had. We're going mouse and keyboard. Let me limber up. Okay. Ready. The dust ball acorn would like this cherry. I believe we're on the tutorial. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, that might be it, gang. This might be the best I can do right now. I have more lighting I haven't put up, so maybe I need to be more strategic around my placement. Okay, here we go. Now you can see the mouse. When I hover over this guy, it's indicating to me, as the player, at least this is what I think, that I will walk over to that. So it's like, you can walk here. Ah! This thing seems tougher than me. Oh! Double click kind of runs a little faster. Okay, we're gonna run off the screen. No, I don't need a hint. I'm guessing that's a hint. Alright, maybe the hint is built into the tutorial of the game. Maybe I do need a hint. What's this up here do? Is this just telling me what I'm supposed to learn in this section? Or how I'm supposed to do it? Oh. That was a hint. The hint was... slowly drag him to the side. And then steal it. Okay, I got it. Alright, this is not off to a good start. The tutorial puzzle I needed some help with. Am I a dust ball existing in a real world? It's cute, but I've already failed the first puzzle. I have to alt tab, sorry. I was hoping for no puzzles, that's right. Alright, can I climb it? Oh, it's giving me two options to climb. Climb with my hands or climb with my feet. That's fun. Hands? Oh, no, that's pull, not climb. This is climb. This is the context of the adventure game aspect of this is kind of interesting. Can't make it any better. Sorry. Oh! There we go. That was the tutorial. This music is in game, if you're wondering. It is a ball. Oh, we're friends. We were just chatting. We're just playing with each other here. Yeah. Oh. Look at you, playing a puzzle game. Yes, Evo. I'm playing a puzzle game again. Oh, I totally missed what happened. Alright. Let me talk to it. Excuse me. No. But I do appreciate that. We need the cherry. Okay. So I can bounce off him. Can I find this? No. So we know how to get up there. But then we gotta do something different up there. We can pull his top off. Okay, if I click anywhere, it goes to pull the top off. Oh, yeah, that's what we want. Oh. This is only a puzzle game. I thought it was an adventure game. Oh no, and I'm so... I am not in the brain space for puzzles. Oh no, I'm never in the brain space for puzzles. Puzzles are an adventure. It's not wrong. Well, there's only a few objects here, right? So I thought the answer had to be the sign. Oh no, keep your arms stretched out. That was a good idea. Okay, I tried that. Oh, we get a new option because we've interacted. Yeah. Okay. I didn't realize he was digging at first. I thought he was spraying. Well, anyways. Okay. Hey. Got it. Now, pry him off. Oh, don't hit him. Oh, okay. Adventure parts. Okay, all right, we're doing great. Yep. Okay. I mean, I would have stuck it in the other side, but I don't know. Maybe I have that option. Let's see. Okay, Okay. Can I stick it in here? Oh, I can't walk. Oh, I can't walk anywhere. Oh. Can I walk to the other side? I think he's saying no. Okay, I can't walk to the other side. Alright. I was kind of wondering how the game was going to handle that. I was like, I was given the option to bash him over the head. Let's see what happens. Okay, so far so not good. It is cute though. They delivered that promise. Okay, now jump onto it. Yeah! Yay! They all celebrate. It's very cute. Oh! Okay, it's this kind of game. This is a weird one. I'm loving it. Except for the puzzles. I'm also loving good coffee again. A week of bad coffee. No good. No good. Evo says, I've seen this a few times, it's very weird. It is very weird. And you know, after last week, the game was traumatic. I don't play horror games for a reason. And that game was rough. That game sat with me for like 3 days, like heavy. So I was like, let me find the silliest, weirdest game that's also not super long because I don't know how I'm gonna feel after a week of traveling. So yeah, 6 days in a row of terrible coffee. Unacceptable. Let's try it again. Alright. Can I just grab him and, like... No, not throw him, but... I mean, if I was better at throwing, that would work. Did I lose my friend? So something tells me it's not a timing game. Okay. Okay. Now this is a puzzle game I might be able to get on board with, because the solutions don't really make sense. I can get on board with not really making sense. Okay, again, and I know I keep bringing this up, I'm so sorry. The lighting is really bothering me. So, I'm gonna try something real time with you all. It actually does look a lot better, just pretty much immediately. Which is a little embarrassing, because I've been, like, hesitating to set that up for, like, a week. Alright, let us continue. Hello, cute weird birds! Let's talk. Oh, we're not talking, we're writing. I think, in a way, this is a puzzle game I can get on board with, because the solutions don't necessarily have to make sense. Oh, he flew too close to the sky. Maybe that was a stage select. You know, maybe it was. It was the only one without a cherry, right? Oh, no, no, no! No, sorry. Oh, get through the middle. This is Flappy Bird. Right here, right here. Oh, I thought they would spread more. That's fine. Whoa! Oh man, I am definitely wearing the wrong outfit for this crazy game. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, is that a coronavirus? No! I clicked one too many times. Okay, we're going under. Oh, are we going under? Yeah, there we go. Got a little boost. Are these astrological phenomenon? These are black holes. The other thing was like, well, I guess it wouldn't be astronomical, but the other thing was like an electron. Kirby! Kirby, my favorite player in Super Smash Brothers. Original, that's the only one I ever really played. Whatever that was on. What was that on? GameCube? I don't know. I actually never owned it. I was terrible at it, and that's why I played Kirby. And then I played Jigglypuff, so I guess I did play it too. But Kirby was my fave. N64. It was N64. Oh, look at our progress meter. Okay. This is the pause menu. Yeah, progress at the end, at the bottom there. Look at that. You see the dust balls? Or you don't see the dust balls because I need to click on the screen. There we go. See? This is how many levels we've done. So, that's just a theory. I have no idea. So... Oh. I don't want to click anything I don't know what it means, so... Oh, nope. Okay. Alright. We're back. Oh, we're in space! I mean, we're in the sky. The scale has changed. This is much easier with this big of a scale to work with here. Well, now I kind of want to hit one and see what happens. Whoa! This is like the sun, right? Am I feeling all of these things intention? Is this what they're trying to show me? Like, kind of like a Monty Python, like, version of it. A little kombucha. Great for after a week of traveling. Help balance you out. All right. I don't want to click on the cherry. I want to click on anything but the cherry. Looks like I'm clicking the cherry. It's a bomb. No, run! Run! No, run! You just have to run! How abstract. It's like we keep getting the credit screen or something. Oh, the smell. This is an Italian medium roast. Ah, oh, Eva says it's like episodes. You are correct. That makes a lot more sense than what I said. Snails are cool, by the way. I've always been a big fan. Oh yeah, I know I'm correct. Oh, I missed you, Evo. It's been a week. A long week without you. And you too, Grayly. Hopefully that was implied earlier. Ooh. That's a little tiny bit too hot. Oh! Can you do something with the crank? Alright, let's find out. I can get in his mouth, or I can smile. Oh. What? What is this? Space Invaders, Pac-Man, Tetris. Huh? Let's go Space Invaders. I like how this game makes no sense. I'm here for it. Weren't we trying to do a crank? Ah. Wait, keyboard or mouse? Oh, so I can't do anything. Oh, now I can. Okay. Okay, I don't want to jump on him. How do I shoot? That's kind of the key to this game. Okay. Oh! Now I'm blue. Now I'm red. Gotcha. The controls are a little... The controls are a little tough, alright? Watch you try to forget sound is entertaining. Alright, well... Believe it or not, I'm a pretty smart guy. I just really struggle with puzzles. Oh, man. Yeah, what I really hope is that nobody I work with is watching me struggle with these puzzles. Part of it, though, just to give myself the tiniest bit of credit, is... Part of it is the controls are quite difficult. We got this one! At least I knew it was Space Invaders. Oh, man. I just can't tell you how good this coffee is right now. I know that's your ego, but I'm tongue waggling at my coffee. It's too good. Something tells me this is not going to work. Oh no, it worked. Okay. Oh right. I thought I was still red, and now. Alright, so we want to be red. Okay. Just kind of thought that would hit me. Hit me! Hit me! Oh no! Hit me! I'm red! Oh, son of a gun. Hit me! Okay, now I get it. Well, I got it, but I did it wrong. Okay, so we need him to get me as red, and then I need to dodge the... Okay, get me with the color, dodge the black, and then hit him. Okay, if I hit him now, the springs fall off. Alright. I got you. I know what you're up to. So you're gonna dive bomb me, I'm gonna move, then we're gonna go blue, got it. Then you're gonna be angry, you're gonna go over here, and then I'm gonna jump and hit you. Come on, be angry. Black. Black, black, black. Green, green, green. Black, black, black. Black, 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 black. Green, green, green. Oh, I didn't jump in time. Oh. Actually, it's not that I didn't jump in time, it's that the color stopped me from jumping. And I hit it. Yes, look at all those squares I got. Yes! I successfully defeated your mini-game within this puzzle mini-game for this level mini-game. Now I have... Okay, the world's largest vehicle is starting up outside. Hey, we're friends now. Are you gonna lift me up with your eyeballs? Can you hear that? You can't hear it? Good. Okay. Well, good job, microphone. Alright, yeah. Let's definitely get in his mouth. Do we need to beat all 3 of these minigames? Because I'm terrible at Pac-Man. Okay. So, 3 medals and we get the screw. 2 and we get a cup and ball. And then 1 and we get a cupcake. How can you be terrible at Pac-Man? I don't know. I don't know. I'm terrible at a lot of things. That's quite surprising. All right. Did I get a high enough score to earn that, or? Okay, so that is done. We have achieved that. I have 1 medal because I have achieved that. Okay. So I am gonna have to do all of these. Okay, let's see how terribly I do with Pac-Man with mouse and keyboard only. Or not mouse and keyboard more only, mouse only. Oh! What? I figured out the puzzle aspect of it, but I couldn't get the clicking aspect of it. Okay, well that was an incredibly simplified version. That was so easy, I love it. Wait, is there another level? There's gonna be another level. Of course, there's not. Why did I say that? He makes a lot of turns I don't click to make. Whoa. Oh, they do respawn. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, that's just how Pac-Man works. Oh, these are cherry seeds! And they eat them, and then what? Poop out cherries? This is that kind of game. This is a lot of clicking! One more level, right? Yes, of course. Rule of 3. So these actually respawn quick enough that I'm like, oh, well, didn't mean to do that. But what I was gonna say is I'm happy to, like, just go ahead and click them as I go by them. Nope. The clicking is hard. I mean, TBH. It's not just me. Yes, I'm terrible. Fact. But the clicking is also hard. Come here. I do love cherries, though. But you eat this many cherries, you're gonna have a problem. And yeah, sometimes I eat the stem. But I don't eat the seeds, in case you're wondering. Okay. Ooh, okay. I'm glad he had the option and he chose to avoid me, and I appreciate it. Whew. This is oops, pretty, oh boy. That's not where I clicked. Oh, I have to redo this whole level? Oh no, okay. The clicking's a bit of a challenge. Like that. I didn't click down. I didn't click anything. I was going in a straight path. And the arrows, by the way, don't always force you to go in the direction. In case you're wondering, the arrows that are on. Ugh. Eat 'em. Oh, that was a weird experience. This is like, by the way, look at the letters. This is like hair. Yeah, this one relies on the power-up because they haven't even eaten all the cherries. Oh my goodness, are we done finally? Woo! Remember how confident I was at the first one? I was so confident. Okay. We know what we need to do. I could click all the buttons again and see if the world state has changed, but we know what we need to do. Boom. Oh, he sings like me. Confusingly. How does one do Tetris without a keyboard? Okay, I just avoid it. Alright, well, he's not off to a good start. We're safe here. We are not safe there. You have an obvious play. Okay. Oh no! That was a misclick. Oh! How dramatic. Not that I'm amazing at puzzles or anything, but this definitely would be a lot easier with a keyboard and mouse. The single square! Never have I ever seen a single square in Tetris. Okay, it's getting a little scary. Oh, I can jump off them while they're floating. That's actually pretty cool. Something tells me I know what that one does. Okay, so looks like 4 square explosion radius. 3 square explosion radius. Oh, and it moves blocks! Okay! Look at this! We are learning information. That was just a bad jump. Oh, GameCat! Thank you so much for the resubscribe, and welcome to the show today. This, turns out this is a puzzle game. Exclusively a puzzle game. And, I'm pretty bad at it. That's what's up. Is it? It's not exploding? Oh! The whole thing exploded. That was new information. Where have you been? You must have been busy lately. I was at a work event all week. And yes, I was insanely busy. So busy! It's non-stop when I'm there. Which is partially why I'm tired. But I did get in some good social activities. But, you know, social is also work. When you're, like, in a business that requires what we call business development. Ah, good day, sir. I got 3 stars. Now will you help me? Getting ready for Halloween. Awesome. I actually am going to a birthday party that later today that is costume not required, encouraged. And I found out the young person's birthday that I'm going to is confused by costumes that are not scary. Like, their perception is that Halloween is scary. So I actually had to buy another costume because I don't have any scary costumes. As you might imagine, I was planning on going as a giant banana. Yes, that's what I want. King Dot. Hey, Snail, and beat your high scores. Give me the goods. Exactly.
I'll take her.
Yes. Oh! Oh, that was like a steroid pill. That's not okay. I thought it was gonna be like something to give me a mechanical advantage on the gear, but no, it gave me a chemical advantage. Steroids are bad. Okay. Thanks, Game Cat. Thanks for the reminder. Exactly. So anyways, I got my Halloween costume. Hopefully they're not listening, because I want it to be a surprise. But it's not scary. I don't really do scary, as you know. You've met me. Hey, Snail, we're friends now. Grab it for me. Oh well, it fell off anyways. But it's like, you know, it's like a creature that like could be scary, you know. So I'll make it scary, like I'm scary. I don't. But again, I don't really do scary. I'm not going as Freddy Krueger to a 5-year-old's birthday party. Again. Yeah! All the gang is back! The blue rabbit. I didn't even point out some of these, like, the blue rabbit, the pink pigs, like... Yeah, this game does have interesting art. Yeah, exactly, that's what I was saying. Like, like... I'm a little fuzzball, but really it's like... There's a lot going on here. Like a lot of kind of like interesting design and color choices. And if I was any kind of artist, I would probably have more to say about that. So I can only tell you what I'm seeing. I don't want to touch the cherry. Like, it's poisoned. It's like, it'll turn you into a ghost. It's like, do not touch. I don't know. Hershey's Kiss Hat. It's one of those little, like, lint hats. People make those. I don't have one. I was gonna say handy, but I don't think I have one anywhere. But you can make, like, out of... It's like a... Jeez, I don't know anything about clothes. It's like a type of, like, it's a method for creating like a fabric. Like you don't sew it or weave it, but it's kind of like rubbed. Like a felt. Yeah, and you can like make like a felt hat. And people make them out of all kinds of things, like cat hair. So that's what this thing is wearing. Thank you. I'd sound like even more of an idiot if I didn't have a chat helping me with my words. So I appreciate it. Split the cherry. Wait, no, the last time you split the cherry, it exploded.
Kekel.
Okay. Oh, we got a little Indiana Jones type thing. There we go. That was the end of that episode. Okay. What? I'm getting, like, also... This is probably just an age thing. I'm getting, like, Ren and Stimpy vibes as well. But it probably has to do more with the fact that I was born in the 80s than anything else. Okay, so this thing has an understanding that I am not allowed. These things are all hungry. What if I change the sign? Whoa! That's organic. Oh, what if I feed it a blueberry? Everybody loves blueberries. Oh, well. That was my big plan. Oh, it's still there. Okay, so maybe if I talk to him. Alright, wouldn't you all like the blueberry? What? Oh. Yeah. We gotta feed him. Okay, let's do this. Get that bean. Can you carry it? Oh, I didn't want to eat it. I wanted to carry it. Oh, Graylee's getting started on dinner, and I hope you do, in fact. So, is there one that is the real me that contains my consciousness? So don't click on the bean again. I know there's one already on the ground, so I kind of feel like the game's like... Here, you eat it. Oh, I actually can feed it to him. Okay, so that one turns you into a chicken. What's this one do? Now I'm just full on experimenting on my little friend here. My little dust mite. A duck? That was a duck, wasn't it? You probably did. Ooh. That's cool. Okay, that's okay. You stay in spider form. Oh, I can't... Oh, interesting. I can't walk off screen with him in this form. So that's like a puzzle game way of telling me that what I need to do is here. I can only click on something. So this spider interaction needs to happen here. But I can get everything that's on these vines, so why would I tell him to climb this? Oh, to get the green one. No? Get the green one. This is weird. Okay. Oh, I can't walk around, like, individually. Oh, if I change my shape, then he'll let me walk by. Alright, you stay a spider. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna go be a duck. Because theoretically that should let me go through. I don't know how to, like, get him unspidered, but... Oh well. No, I just... Oh boy. Maybe I've like messed this up now. Something tells me this is not the kind of game that has like a fail state. I just want to eat this duck thing and then go walk past the other creature. But now that he's a spider, I can't seem to like put him down. Yeah, he struggles to climb up and over. I thought he could reach the red thing from the blue thing. Okay. No. Okay. I don't know how to get him back to normal. Yeah, I did try to put him back in the hole. Maybe this hole. Oh, no. Okay. You just stay there. You don't need my help. I broke the game. All right. Well, something that needs to be done will be clicked on here or in the room right next to it. So, yeah, I'm just trying. All right, it's got to be this room. Oh, here we go. This is the only thing I wasn't able to really interact with before. Nope. Feed him? Feed him here? Oh! Well, what exactly did that accomplish? I silenced 4 of them. Perfect. I don't know what silencing them did because I don't look anything like the picture. I should be able to walk right through. All right. Now I'll take that cherry. What? How'd you know? He knows. He's no dummy. He's a smart creature. Okay. I can no longer click on my spider friend. I wish there was a way to skip this. Didn't really mean to click on that. Yay! Okay, alright, let's turn ourselves into a spider then, right? Did that do it? Yeah, I think my only option is to also be a spider. Oh, that's really cute. I like spiders. Alright, I don't know why, but... Oh! He needed them to be quiet so he could sleep. That's Jello. Jello making an accordion sound. That's funny. Sorry, I just keep clicking on it because it's actually a lot of fun. But I haven't tried to solve the puzzle yet. I just keep clicking on them. Oh! Oh! Oh, I thought he was gonna dive right in. He'll get it next time, Charlie guy. Have I mentioned how good it is to have good coffee again? Have I mentioned that? About 18 times. It's trying to help me solve it with the puzzle here. No. I can solve it. look how disturbed he looks. Whoa! Uh-oh. There's this a book series I read, and that monster reminds me of how one of the aliens was described. Bob. Giant blob, but when he eats you, he like liquefies you, so I'm gonna be on his good side. Is that a soft-boiled egg? Because I should just be able to just tap it. This is the first time in the whole game I've ever interacted with an object like this. That's interesting. So we have a new game mechanic. Okay. I'm here for it. Let me get some leverage. And it actually didn't seem to matter. Shouldn't I be cutting around the top? Oh, where'd this come from? I totally missed where this, like, where my character got yoked. I kind of feel bad for this creature. What is that tune? That tune is in my head. Ah! I guess I shouldn't feel bad for it, I freed it. I'm horrible with music also, so I probably messed it up. Oh, that's not the cherry we've been looking for this whole time. This is so weird. Oh. Yeah, yeah, I like the music. You think Funky Town? Was that it? I'm horrible with music, although I did go to karaoke this last week. I didn't sing. I was willing to. I'll sing anything off Jagged Little Pill at karaoke. But that wasn't the vibe of the bar option. Jagged Little Pill, my first CD. It was a gift. I had tapes before that. That was my first CD. It was like a Christmas present, a CD player and a CD. Oh, Now we're doing Angry Birds? I'm here for that. Okay. I used to be pretty good at this. That beats definitely Funky Town. Okay, so I need you to get in the sling. I've played Angry Birds. And then I'm gonna pull this back. Oh, that might be too far. How about right there? Nope. Let me get a lay of the land first. Oh, it is solid. Yeah, okay. I'm fairly certain he was just telling me he obviously can't get through that. Well, hold on. Hold on. Mom's calling me. Let me text her back. She's not much of a texter, though. Okay, there we go. Alright, so would I gotta find a weak point? Or do I just have to go up and over and bounce? Let's try the up and over. Well, that was not a good angle. Alright, let's do... I mean, isn't like 30 degrees the optimal... Whoa! Okay. No, I don't need your hint. I don't need your hint. Maybe I need a hint. Alright. What if I just topple the structure by hitting it right on the edge? Right there. Oh, I was so close. That's probably the weak point, right? Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh. I mean, if that was the solution, I think it would have given it to me. Right? Yeah, okay. I hit it right on. So that is not the solution. Okay. So back to my other idea, the old up and over. That was pretty close. Oh! Boy, I really should have been paying attention to where I was. Okay. That was really close. If that was what I was supposed to be doing. I thought it was like, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, let's try again. Too much. Alright, alright. We're gonna try one more time right here. Okay, and that would be here. I'm getting worse. I'm getting worse, not better. Not quite. Okay. Alright, so bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Oh, it's just staying there now. Maybe it's like fixed position? Like if I... Okay, well, that... I didn't go through that, so I kind of thought that was it. Well... Okay. I didn't know exactly what was going to happen, but I was thinking, I haven't hit the upper one, so let's do that. So, it worked. It's not so much a puzzle game as it is a try something crazy game. See what happens. I'm here for trying something crazy. In a way, it's actually easier for me than traditional puzzle games. Oh, do I click anything? Oh, we might have just kept doing that. Oh yeah, you can't hear my whistling. Whatever, for my settings cancel out my whistling. So when I whistle along things, it just messes it up. The music is fabulous in this game. Oh! Oh-ho! What else do we got? Alright, let's try to guess the next item. We've got a bowling ball, we got a rubber ducky, we have a shoe, we have a painting, we have a potted plant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 items. Based on the space in the game, it's likely one more item. It's the kitchen sink. Oh, come on, game! Boxing glove. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. That's 2 sports items now. 2 sports items. Piece of art, decoration, toy. Let's go... No, we're gonna guess. We're gonna guess a random item in this game, having never played it. Let's go. Something, something food. Ah! Oh, anvil would be good. Anvil would be good. Alright, you got anvil. I still got kitchen sink. Let's think, so it's a trophy. Okay, we got this. It is a... jacket. It's the cherry! I guess I could have guessed the cherry. That does seem like... Oh, he's so happy! Oh, we are so happy. And this is gonna last. Forever. Oh! Whoa, he's big mad. Whoa! Got yoked again. Whoa! Yes, I'm here for this. I don't know what we're playing, but I just dropped my lid to my kombucha, so I guess I'm drinking the whole thing. Yes! You know, the key to Rock'em Sock'em Robots, not that I was a huge master or anything, but the key was really to play defensively. Like keep that guard up, and then just react. It was really for me that seemed to be the best strategy. Although I was doing okay, now I think I hit the wrong button. All right, now I'm not punching. How do I punch? Okay, this walks, this punches. Oh, okay. I gotta go for the kill when he's down. Go for the kill. Shoot the leg, Johnny! Ooh. Eating breakfast. Breakfast sounds good. I'm gonna have like an egg thing for breakfast. That's my plan. Oh, the robots are fighting without us now. Oh, they're much more brutal than we were. Oh, they're mad. Hey, we're just having fun here. You don't have to get mad, we're just having fun. This is usually what happens. Oh! Back to the Ren and Stimpy type feel. Okay, we've got a cherry, we've got an eyeball, and we've got a hat. We don't want this cherry to end up in his eyeball, but I do notice three orifices. And there are 3 items. Okay. I clicked on him and that's what happened. So let me click on the eyeball. Nope. No. Oh, okay. Nope. Nope. Oh. Okay, I have the cherry. That's really all that matters. This is ridiculous. And we have yet another screen. Here we go. So weird. I solved the heck out of that puzzle though, didn't I? Hey, a jester hat! Let's click on it. Yes! Mine's a little big on me too. Oh, these are like world state changing hats. Yeah, let's eat that. Oh, okay. Oh, it is this kind of game. Speaking of world changing. Oh, I'm moving the mouse. Oh, and everywhere I click the color changes. I gotta say, this is very interesting. Okay. So I'm guessing I need to, like, solve little things. Hey, there's that anvil. I need to solve little things in different states, and then end up on the right one. This is gonna hurt, right? But let's click on it. Yeah. I knew that was gonna happen, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Let's put on this hat. Oh. Okay. Yes. Good day, Mr. Snowman. Oh, he looks angry. Alright. What if I just try to take it? That's a good point. Okay, now let's switch back to the normal and see if things have moved around. Did they move around? I don't remember where things were before. Okay, this is the shower. Which is the anvil in the other one. Oh! It changed my shape. Oh, I was gonna say if I get wet and then I go to the ice thing, maybe then I would be solid. I don't know. I don't know what that would actually do, but okay, that's how I change hats. All right, I never clicked on this before, so let's do that. This did move though, right? We're gonna leave that on. Let's try to grab it and just see what it tells us.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. Ouch. Don't hurt yourself. Oh, I was thinking if it was tilted, maybe that would help me. Okay, so now we go back to the Jester. That's not the Jester, but that's okay. So we did successfully move the ball. Alright, we moved the ball, we moved the radio, and we moved the psychedelic mushroom. But what do any of those things accomplish us? That is the solid cage. Alright, let's hit this button again and see what happens. I think it's going to crush us again, right? Oh, but we moved! Oh, so good! So good. Alright. Okay. This little dust ball has a 10-year-old sense of humor. What? Oh, no, I didn't want to lick it. Oh boy, here we go again. Okay, so now we'll do this one again. We'll figure it out right here. No, I was hoping to... Oh! I got him to move! Oh, but only temporarily. Oh, we only got him to move temporarily. Welcome back to the show. Let us continue with the game, but before we do that, channel point redemption for Mr. Rogers' quote of the day. This is a long one. Let's hope I don't mess it up. How we deal with the big disappointments in life depends a great deal on how the people who loved us, helped us, deal with... I've really messed this one up. I'll reread it. Deal with smaller disappointments when we were little. Okay, from the top, with the right intonation. How we deal with the big disappointments in life depends a great deal on how the people who loved us helped us deal with the smaller disappointments when we were little. Right? The whole point of being a child and or having an influence on a child's life is you're training them to be adults, right? So I think the purpose of that quote, hopefully I understand it, which is just, you know, for the young people in your lives or around you, maybe your children, maybe your nieces and nephews, or maybe people that you're mentoring for a million reasons, that helping them deal with those smaller disappointments in life will help them deal with the bigger disappointments when they are older. And that's a nice quote. Now, let's click help, because I've forgotten what's happening. I tried the shower already, game. Oh, I got wet. I didn't drink it. Alright. I did, in fact, miss something. Oh. I got a potty. This game is... Oh no! Oh no, is this appropriate? Don't look, wait, that only covers my face. But it's probably warm, right? Is that... It didn't melt anything? Wouldn't that be warm? Okay, let's try that again. I honestly, I thought it was going to melt him a little bit, and then he would tilt over and his hat would fall off, so... But, how would that interact? How would that interact with this? Right, because then this one wouldn't be involved at all, so I need to do... There we go. Now I need to go to this one. Okay. No. No. Okay. But the radio's not any bigger. Is that louder? Wrong one. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. We might... No! No, no, no! Ah! Is this the game telling me I did the one thing I was supposed to do with that? So now stop interacting with it? I think it is. Oh, he's sleeping. And the radio like woke him up. Can I jump on these? No. Oh, but I can lick him again. Elizabeth says, this looks confusing, but also very cute. Yeah. It's a bit of a trip. I mean that also quite literally. Alright, we're gonna take another hint. I don't know what's happening. Did you just get high licking that mushroom? That's exactly what just happened. Yeah, this game, I also took steroids earlier too, so, you know, I try to... Saturday mornings, I try to play games that are appropriate, but, you know, you never know. Okay, I feel like I've done 3 out of 4 of these, so... Does the cactus dance? I'm hoping the cactus dances. Oh! It is technically a puzzle game, and I'm notoriously terrible at them. But... See, I can't drink any more water, so how do I get the cactus to run? I was gonna pee on the cactus. Oh! Does the cactus dance? I turn on the music! Okay, yes, thank you, King Doc. So, the snowman gets mad. The quote, I can't drink any more water, so how do I get the cactus to run? I know that sounds insane, but my theory was I would pee on the cactus and he would run away. But I peed on the snowman and he didn't do anything. Okay, so the music makes the snowman angry, but maybe it makes the cactus dance. There we go. Good call, King Doc, good call. No, it's still spiky. It's still spiky. Here's a question, though. What did I actually need the snowman level to do? don't think I needed anything. But we got the cherry. The mushroom vocals are amazing. Oh! Oh, whack-a-mole. Now I am good at this game. Finally, a mini game I'm good at. I don't know if I'm good at it in this format, but... Alright, where's my mouse? Okay, I'm ready. Okay, alright, we got this. The key is to not look directly at it. The key is to look at the center of the screen and allow your mind to... Oh, never mind, the game's gone crazy again. Never mind, we're losing it again. Look at that. No, don't hit it! It's a vulnerable eye! It's the big snail thing, right? Oh no, this is a different thing. Yeah, I wouldn't have picked that, given the option. Oh my goodness, I am out of coffee. That's how much I enjoyed drinking good coffee again. That's it. That's all, folks. That's 8 cups. Elizalis, just so you know, that's just like an Italian medium roast, and it's just a nice coffee. It's a, you know, worldwide chain or whatever. But, you know, I buy the beans, make it myself, you know. And I've been away, I've been traveling, which is why I miss Wednesday, and I've been drinking 6 days in a row. I've had terrible, terrible coffee. And I'm also so cheap that I'll drink terrible coffee and be unhappy versus buying coffee if there is free coffee available. So if there was no free coffee, then I would have got really good coffee and paid for it. But I can't justify paying for good coffee when there is free bad coffee. But I did think a lot about how I would come back and Saturday morning I would be drinking good coffee again and how that would make me so happy, which it does. Okay, let's, so this is an alien, this is a spaceship, and it is currently propped on a cherry. So let's click on the alien, and we'll give it a birthday cake. You're a big proponent of dark roast? I do not like dark roast. There is one dark roast that I'll drink, and that's an Italian dark roast. The way they roast it, I like. But man, you give me a French roast, and I am like, spit take. Don't do it. Love a light roast. Love a lot of medium roast. Yeah, not a big fan of dark roast. Okay, so he didn't like the birthday cake. He looks like generally mad, so what if we just try to cheer him up? Give me that thick dark coffee. I like the thick light coffee. Thick with 4 C's. Now that's what I'm talking about. So we can't make him happy because he'll shoot me with a laser. So what if we give him a TV and he'll zone out on it? There you go. Everybody loves entertainment. I just really like when it has that full body flavor. Light roast feels like I have to use too much coffee in order to get a coffee flavor. If that makes sense. That makes exact sense. You're exactly right. If you have to brew light roast differently than you do dark roast. So just so I have a grind and brew coffee maker. When I make light roast, I make 8 cups, but I put 10 cups of beans worth in. And then, but for me, that balance is right. So it's a very strong light roast, which sounds a little counterintuitive, but it is a very intense light roast. When I make a dark roast, which I don't really like most of the time, I'll do 6 7 cups worth of beans for 8 cups of coffee. So, there you go. You do have to use more light roast to get the right flavor out of it, in my opinion. Okay, so the TV only worked temporarily. Let's click on the cat. Oh, there's a cat! Oh. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to scare the cat. Alright. I mean, we just keep clicking on every option that pops up except for the grab the cherry. Eventually, we're going to have to grab the cherry. I don't want him to shoot me, though. Can I walk? Okay, we're just going to grab the cherry. We're going to see what he does. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. Here we go. We are so close to being out of options here. Oh, we're given a piece of our mind. Oh, well, that's, there you go. That's almost rarely the solution, but we did it. It feels like you're wasting coffee to me. I'll get that. I'll get that. You're gonna brew some decaf. Now that's a waste of coffee. Okay. No judgment-free zone here. I mean, not really. I don't want to punch it. Yeah, let's flex. Like, look how impressive I am. Oh no, I thought we were gonna just try to impress it. Alright, let's do this again. So this is not so much a puzzle as it is click on the options and see what crazy things happen. And I'm here for that. I don't want to hit it. I don't want to attack it. Why are all the attacks? All the options are violent. Oh! Well, it can definitely take care of itself. Yeah. Let's try to scare it. Oh, we're bringing in a friend. Of course. Of course. Of course that's what happened. Alright, let's escalate the violence. Yep. I mean, the cannon's gonna backfire, right? Like, literally? Oh, you know what? There was the option to, like, do something nice, and I didn't do it. There you go! I didn't shoot it. Good, I didn't want to shoot it. Alright, let's make this thing laugh. Let me tell it a good joke. Aw, we're just gonna be nice. Here's a flower. Oh. Oh, it's allergic. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel your pain. Oh. Oh, are we about to go in the ship? No. That is a force field tractor beam. Quick. Fly. That wasn't it. Turn back time. Boomerang. Oh, I'm not good at any of these things. Asteroid. Shoot an arrow. I didn't think that was gonna work. The cat. The cat's the solution. That was not the solution. Bomb. Uh-oh. No, I am not good at throwing. Oh! Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's not what I was expecting with those scissors. Of course. This game is all about that's not what I expected to happen. I think it was gonna cut the tractor beam, which also doesn't make sense. What kind of force do I have? Ugh! Alright, that's pretty funny. I'm just testing out the limits here. Aha! Okay. What if I go real low? Oh! Toasty! Toasty! Ah. So he'll go down a little. Okay. Now if I shoot something here, it'll fall on him? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm pretty impressed. I didn't think he'd be able to see this coming. So we just gotta keep repositioning him. Nope, that's not it. Alright, what if I hit the bottom of the basket? Okay! What is that? That's not how rackets work. He's got a heck of a back slice. Alright, we're just gonna have to keep dropping stuff on him. Where are these things coming from? The first, like, 3 were very much things that are in a sky. Bird, kite, cloud. Now I'm not sure what these are. What? Oh! Now we find out where these things come from. Okay. I have now I have too many empty things on my desk. So I'm just making some room for the water. And I spilled all over myself because that was really full. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, you can see it on my... Ah! I'm terrible. It's mostly in my lap, so that's the good news. That's the good news. This is why I have this towel here, because I am a disaster. All right, let's keep shooting. So we have to find the cloud that he's behind? Is that what's happening? Oh, no, we're combining clouds. What if I shoot this one way over here? Oh! So this is like an explosive charge. Oh-ho. This is a fun idea. What if I shoot here? And now, what if I shove them all over that little one? Maybe I have to shoot above the little one and bring it down. Okay, now shoot below. Oh, no. Ooh, I've messed this up. I've made a horrible mistake. Hopefully it's not too late for me to fix this. Ooh, it might be. Okay, bring you back over here. Okay, now bounce you off the wall. Yep. Shoot, now what do I do? Okay, I'm gonna just hit it big on the side. I'm trying to get it to climb the wall a little. Oh no. I may have messed this up. This would have been much easier if I'd done it right the first time. Alright, let me hit the middle of the cloud. Oh! Okay. Alright, well that's this game, right? Like, something crazy is gonna happen, that's all I know. So we can start shooting things. Okay. That we're doing cutscene. Alright, there's a little bit of travel time. Not a little bit, there's a lot of it. There we go. This is why I'm no good at shooters. Oh! Okay. Okay, watch this. We got this. He's in a pattern. It's just a matter of time. Last one. This is the moon. Okay. Let's shoot this star. Nothing? Alright, let's shoot the moon. I don't have a mouse. What's happening? Decaf achieved. This is good news. The bad news is I can't do anything in the game. Okay, escape works. Did I break the game again? Yes, I have no mouse. I mean, the keyboard... I mean, escape works, and I have a mouse here, so... Yeah, is it broken or is it a new mechanic? That is a great question. Just slam your face in the keyboard. You know what? Great idea. So top, no interaction with the top left. Huh. Okay, well. I think I have to restart the stage. I think there's something going on. I think I broke it. Okay, well. Let's restart, which I don't actually know how. Mushroom. Okay, not that. Cherry. Not that. Oh no! I broke the game. Oh, this is quit, right? Burp. We're gonna pop this up because it... Oh, that full-on quit the game. Oh no. And we are back, and it is working. Look at my little guy moving around. Okay, it brought us... It brought us right back here. You can't stream without obligatory technical difficulties. Difficulty story of my life. Okay, look. We can shoot more than once. Oh, I'm making stars. Well, it brought us right back to where we were, so the reality is it's actually not a big deal. And I spent more time dealing with thinking about it than anything else. This is cool! I love making stars! I know the objective is like get the cherry or whatever, but this is more fun. How do I not just, like, fill the sky here? Oh. Oops. Oh no! I did, in fact, shoot the moon. Ooh, there's no fall damage in this game. Oh, see, he was happy. He He was happy to get the cherry, but he was worried about his friend. Did you see that? He's worried about his friend, and then his friend popped up, and he's like, haha, and then he ran off. So that was cute. Ladybug. Let me tell you, I've got ladybugs in my backyard. And I also had some aphids. And I know ladybugs eat aphids. And I was very curious to see how that interaction would work. So I put an aphid on my finger and a ladybug on my finger. And then he ate them like a cheeseburger. I've never told this story on stream before, but it was fascinating. He went. Ate the whole thing. Tried to give him another one. He was not interested in the second one. Oh, there we go. We got a fart joke. I'm fairly certain. I mean, it sounds more like a pig, but it looks like my dust ball seems to think it's a fart. Oh! Oh, that's his arm. Can I have my arm back, please? I'm too busy laughing. One just ripped off your arm. What do you think, like, 12 will do? Oh no, what? Oh no! So a lot of the chapters or episodes end with like your character being like destroyed or transformed. So that's kind of funny. Oh, what's going on here? So this is like a preview to this episode, maybe? Like if they're giving us hints? Is that what's happening? Let's make that assumption. We're 75% through the game, and I'm gonna finally learn something. Maybe this is like, hey, things to come in this level. So we got bugs. We've got this thing that, like, catapults people. What's this one do? Okay, shoots. Okay. So we're gonna do a little platforming. That's my guess. What about you?
Quack, quack. Quack, quack. Quack, quack. Quack. Quack.
Okay. Aha! Aha!
Quack, quack. Quack, quack. Quack, quack. Quack, quack.
Okay, you need to be put back. Okay, we're learning things. Okay. Now you go
Quack, quack.
here,
Quack.
and I go here. Oh, no. I go here.
Quack.
Now you go there. Okay, that was not enough force. Got it.
Quack.
So you actually go here.
Quack, quack.
I go here. Okay, but first I go here. Oh, that doesn't push it down? Hold on, let me push it down. Maybe. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Quack, quack.
I thought I had solved this, but I clearly have not. I was like, oh yeah, I've got this, and then the 2 things I do in a row don't do what I thought they were gonna do. So you gotta be there. I gotta be here, but it's not enough horse? I thought I was gonna go right into that hole. Like, we've solved it. Okay. How do we get this to go back? Alright, we've happened upon another puzzle level, an actual puzzle level, and I'm not so amazing at actual puzzles. I thought that was a raspberry. That's actually pretty funny. Okay.
Quack, quack. Quack. Quack, quack.
Nope. Shoot, wrong button.
Quack, quack. Quack.
Okay. Can you join him? No.
Quack, quack.
Quack. Quack. Quack, quack.
It's a lot of clicking. I prefer the puzzles that make no sense. Those I seem to be able to figure out. The puzzles that are just, you know, pretty straightforward adventure game puzzles, that's the one I'm struggling with. Okay. Now, climb back up there. Okay. Why does that not do anything? Boy, that seems like the solution, right? Excuse me. And so what happens when I climb in?
Quack, quack.
But me shooting myself doesn't solve any problems, does it? Right? I kept trying to set the frog on him so he would shoot him and do that, but that was not the solution. I had to shoot him into him to do that. There we go. Now it makes total sense, in hindsight. It was completely obvious. Hello, Weska. Weska. I don't know why I said it like that. So I said it. Yummy! I have drank a lot of liquids today because I was very dehydrated. Like the last 2 days, just for whatever reason, I just have not been drinking enough liquids. So I drank some coconut water, way too much coffee, which is not exactly hydrating, and then a whole kombucha. This stream, sponsored by kombucha. No, it's not. Okay. Why we gotta do all of these things? We're gonna put it to sleep with a nice little wiggle. Yeah. Calm down, chicken. Now let's take your eggs. Oh! I don't want that. Well, I guess it was ready to hatch, so it's fine. Uh-oh! There it is! Ooh! We're in the bathroom! Alright, the quickest of bio breaks again. I'm so sorry. Speaking of all those liquids I've drank. B. Or B. Okay. It wants the cherry. Is this green thing a soap dispenser? Is this soap? This is faucet. This is a toothbrush. This is, we're gonna assume, toothpaste. And we're also gonna assume this thing down here, behind me, watch this. Whoa, whoa, oh, not quite invisible. This thing right here, we're gonna assume that's a drain. Let me move out of the way. Drain. Okay. Usually this game requires that you interact with everything on the screen, but I would just think, fill up the sink, the cherry floats, grab it, and then drain it, and we'll wash down the drain together. But we're gonna assume there's more to it than that. Oh, it's already trying to give me a hint! No, get out of here with your hint! Let me fail for 20-30 minutes first. You know, on a game made primarily for a younger audience. Okay, so now I have some height. So what if I jump from here? Oh, darn. I thought that was the solution. Alright. Let's talk to this thing. Yeah, will it help me get the cherry? No. It's very weird that I can climb that. Jump in. Oh. I keep wanting to jump off. Oh! Okay. That seems like a pretty... Oh! Yes, I see the problem with this. This is a dangerous creature. That's not a surprise that I couldn't climb that. Okay. Let's take the lid off, or cap. And let's... Yep, get a little... We're gonna brush the heck out of these teeth, and then they're not gonna be so angry. That's why they're angry. They're not clean. No, 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 no! Don't eat it. Or maybe do eat it. Oh, I can only lick the caps. Alright, we're gonna have to do this in an order that I wasn't planning on. Oh! Okay. It's a toothpaste snake. Of course it is. Oh, it's coming back. Does it climb back in? It does! That's weird! What? Is this hand soap? If it's hand soap, is it hydrophobic? Is this relevant to the puzzle? No, 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 no. I don't want to do that. Okay, what can I actually do now that I'm up here? I can only climb up or down it. I thought I was gonna, like, maybe ingest some and then spit into it. Alright, well, let's see what happens this time. Oh, I can put the cap back on. Okay. Alright. Okay. That didn't help me this time. We're learning as we go. Welcome to the show, Val. And welcome for redeeming a Mr. Rogers quote of the day we read one earlier that I very much enjoyed. And let's hope this is true. We're going to take the quickest of breaks while I have not figured out this puzzle. And we're going to read Mr. Rogers quote of the day. When a baby is born, its parents often feel that they would like to give that baby a perfect life. It's a very natural feeling, but of course, not a realistic one. Oh boy. Especially if perfection to those parents means no trouble, no tears, no fights, constant providing for every need in every minute. That's it. That's the whole quote. That's the whole quote. Let's recap. When a baby is born, its parents often feel they would like to give the baby a perfect life. It's a very natural feeling, but of course, not a realistic one. Right? Not a realistic one. I am not a parent. I cannot maybe dive too deep into that, but I do know that feeling. It is perfection, especially if perfection means no trouble, no tears, no fights, and constantly providing for every need, every minute. It is not possible. It is not possible. We're gonna do a little stretch too. Oh, upper back stretch. I still got some upper back. Ooh, tightness from sleeping on the plane. So I've just taken my elbow and kind of pushing it into my stomach a little as I push it over. Kind of opens up the upper back. At least it does for me. Again, not a doctor. Have I mentioned that? Oh! Should I? Maybe I should like go to one of those like fake degree mills and get a PhD, and then I can say I am a doctor. But not a medical one, so still don't listen to me. You know, for like $50 or something. Oh. There we go. All right. Let's eat this soap. That's not what I meant to click on. We want to eat. We want to eat this. Okay. Something tells me, and by the something I mean the game's reinforcing this. It tells me I cannot interact with this soap right here. Let's put this cap on and just see. Yeah, see, that's the toothpaste. Everything I'm clicking on is the toothpaste. Oh, I just did this. It's okay, we're learning. Oh, what if I do more than one soap? Yeah! Why did I stop at one soap? Why would one stop at one? When I can have 3? Uh-huh. Of course I should have thought of that. Now there's 3 soaps. Clearly hydrophobic. So now when I release the tooth snake... The snake paste? Snake paste. That's much better. When I release the snake paste... Maybe he'll bump into the soap? So in this moment, what can I do while the snake is out? Nope. Nope. No, jeez, I keep clicking the wrong stuff. Okay, let's try that again. So we have to do, this is a little bit of a timing puzzle. We have to do something while the snake paste is out. Climb up you. Nope, no. Climb back up. Now climb on the faucet. Yes. Now that I'm up here. Turn on the water. Not was it what I was expecting. Look, the puzzles don't have to make sense. Normal puzzle games, puzzles don't make sense. So this is totally fine. So I was trying to get the toothpaste on the toothbrush this whole time. But maybe that's not what it needs. Oh no, I can't. Oh. Shoot. Oh, well that's not what I was trying to do at all. I thought I was gonna smash the toothbrush into the soap, but that didn't happen. Okay, let's try this again. I like that they don't make sense. Ah! Ah! Okay, now that he's empty, will he have different dialogue for me? He seems slightly upset. Okay. Obviously, it has to happen while this is happening. Oh! I didn't even realize that was an option. Now this makes a lot more sense. Ah! Okay, I wasn't... Oh! I was clicking really fast. I think the game was trying to... the game knew what I was trying to do, but it was also reloading the assets, so... Perfect! Yeah, that's what I wanted to happen. Okay. I mean, that is what I was trying to make happen, so... Let's recap this. I think now if we shoot ourselves up and over, we grab that, break it off, drop it in there. No! That's not what happened. Boy, I was very confident. I thought I was going to shoot up, grab it, snap it off, and have that be how we get to the next interaction. Well, that was a big fail. Alright. What happens if I go the other way then? Yeah, why isn't this dragging it? Like, yeah, eat it. Okay. We've got a couple more interactions to try before we give up. We don't need your hint, game. We don't need any of that. Oh, is that new? Is that a new object? No, I just ate it. Ugh. Sorry. It's like the grossest thing that's happened so far in this game is just eating some like sink goo. That's the grossest thing. Oh, I had to put the cat back on when he's out. Of course. Of course. Duh. That's like the most obvious thing, and I just haven't done it yet. Hello, can we interact? I like snakes. How do you feel about that, snake? How do I feel about that? Okay, that didn't change. Maybe I was wrong. It's definitely possible, but I thought for sure, put the cat back on the snake. But the only interaction is I take a little bite of him, and then I immediately spit it out, where it's like, I wanted to take that and put it on the toothbrush. Yeah, see, I can't do anything during this moment. Alright, we knock the cup back over. See what kind of new interaction we can have. I don't know who does the voice acting, but he sounds like me. Alright, new interaction. But we did get a burp joke. Huh. I gotta say, I expected something else to happen. Okay. There were only like 5 interactables, right? So this guy's done. Or is he? This guy only has 2 states. And I thought for sure him eating the soap would be ideal. It didn't do anything. The snake is either in or out, but doesn't seem to have any interaction. When he's in, he does have an interaction when he's out. Is it possible that when I put the cap on matters? Here, I'll do it now. I don't think it would. Well, let's see. Yeah, no. So he goes back to the same spot. That's kind of what I figured. That'd be like his go-to spot. Okay, so we haven't interacted with this when there's no cup. Do we move the cup more? This is different? Different? Yes. Oh! That might have been a timing thing. I was too busy just kind of like thinking about it. Okay, alright, we're gonna get this one. We're gonna get it. We are going to get it. Never gonna get it. I love the voice acting though. Alright. How do I get out? See, I thought I was going to have to clean the teeth, and then he'd be less angry. Oh! So the purpose of leaving the snake out is just so I don't have to do a timing puzzle for the toothbrush every time. Okay, we got it. I was just not doing it right. I don't know what else to say. Oh, no. Oh. Looks like I blocked up. Oh no, he lost his hat. Is he upset about the hat, or is he upset about being a square? Because it's okay to be square. It's cool to be square. Oh yeah, this is a huge upgrade. What are you talking about? You have 4 legs and 2 arms still? This is a win. You're flying? It just keeps getting better. This is a good thing. This is okay. The flying's still better. This is bad. Nobody likes a water level. Okay. This is obviously what he wants, so. Flying would have been cool. Oh, wait a second. Is he now saying 1 cherry is great, but 3 cherries are better? Uh-oh. Is his greed going to be his downfall? This tiny little lint ball? Yes. This is why you don't. It was like a slot machine. He's like, let me roll the dice and get a triple cherry. And that was the wrong choice. He's terrified. The Grim Reaper has come. Ah! Now there's 2 of them. Nope. Click again. Now there's 3 of them. Click it again. Now there's 4 of them. Click it again. Okay, this is actually kind of funny. Just keep clicking it. Oh no! Turns out this was a horror game after all. This is, it's not actually, but that is kind of funny. Oh, jeez. Terrifying. Oh, no! Oh, A and B, we're being experimented on. Oh, I don't like this. I guess we'll do the old red pill, blue pill thing. Oh no, I don't know what is happening. Is this like I turn into an animal and this is like I turn into a creature or a mushroom? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no! Alright, this is the color I already am, so I'll go that. But this is unhappy. Is he laughing like me? He's laughing like me. I don't want to make this one unhappy, so I'm going to give him the same thing. Although I'm not sure if this is happiness. Oh, I lost. I failed? How is it even possible? It's your experiment, giant hands. I guess we both need to be angry to, like, get out of here. Like, we need to be angry, like, creatures. I think I've already failed, but I think I was right on this one. Look at the background, the hint that they're forcing on me. I get it. I know I messed up. So I don't think the color matters. Or maybe it does. You clipped it, is he laughing like me? What did I do with this one? Oh man, I got that one right, so I probably should have paid attention. Okay, dog. Okay, I need to make the blue dog. And this one... Oh no, what did I... Oh, I've messed this up again. I just got it right the last time. How did I do it wrong this time? Okay, so blue dog, and then I don't know what to do with that side. I didn't know it was a puzzle. Okay, blue. Right? Blue? Oh, I should really write this down. Okay. Blue dog. Blue one on the right. Okay, so that one I got wrong, this one I got right. Okay, so blue left option, and then this one is red right option, right? Blue left option, red right option. All right, that's what we're going with. All right, I know I failed. Blue. So this one's got to be red. What if I just did this right the first time by accident? It is completely possible. Okay, so blue left, red right? No! So it's red left? Oh, no. Now I can't get this one, even though I got this one like a minute ago. Yeah, I know. This isn't it. This isn't it. I know. I keep doing it wrong. Boy, I sure wish there was a way to do this faster. Blue. I still think this is red, though, and I just messed it up. Where's it blue? Oh, no. I should just go back and watch my own clip. Which one did I just try? Oh my goodness, this is embarrassing. Did I mention that I've been traveling and I got very little sleep? As I struggle with every actual puzzle in this game versus the like nonsense sections that I seem to do okay on. Alright. I mean, we are very close to running out of possibilities. Nope. This doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How do I just reset? I know I've already failed. There you go. Is that any faster, though? I really should be writing this down. Okay, it is not faster to reset. It is, in fact, longer. Wow, it's a lot longer. Oops, oopsie doodle. Like, you should be able to figure this out pretty easily. I'm like, yeah, I should be able to figure this out pretty easily. But somehow I can't. Okay, we did blue right. Now we're doing red left. And we got a fish. There's actually a pretty decent chance I could have gotten this first time. There's not that many options. There's only... I've done every option like so many times. I'm doing the one I thought I did first, but clearly I've messed something up. No, it's a mushroom. There's like one more combination, right, that I haven't done since I came back from resetting. I legitimately might have to look this solution up, even though I've done it on accident before. I mean, he's gonna turn into a fish, right? What? Oh my god, I'm such a dum-dum sometimes. Oh no! That combination, for some reason, I had like ruled out early on. That's why I kept not doing it, even though I was repeating the same combinations over and over. I had like ruled that one out, and I'm not exactly sure why. It's like, it's definitely not that combination. I did the same combinations over and over because I was like, it is not that one. So I must have clicked something wrong. Yeah, we need to be mad at this, like, human-like hand. We've got our own little band going on. Oh! Not much tolerance there. But the bees! Hello! Oh, if I hold down the mouse button, I jump higher. Oh, I thought I had that one. But the bees, good day. Welcome to the show. How's your computer situation? I've been gone all week. Oh, I'm riding him now! Ooh, don't. Little jump, little jump. Big jump. This is so weird. I'm so here for this. Oh! Now I'm in my hat! How's my morning going? My morning is going pretty well. You know, considering I got in from a flight very late. Tried to get some sleep, didn't even unpack. My favorite thing to do is unpacking right when I get back, because it's something I used to never do, and things will just sit in my suitcase for like weeks. But now, as soon as I get home, I unpack. I did not last night. And it is... It's been a little, you know, it's been a little rushed, but this game is exactly what I was hoping it would be. A silly, ridiculous puzzle game. Well, I didn't know the puzzle part. Adventure. But it's only puzzles. And I like that it generally doesn't make a lot of sense. You still have some things laying around from vacation a month ago. There's nothing I can click, by the way. The character is just doing this. I think my character has just finally lost it. No. Unacceptable. Dive right in. Yep, we're getting that cherry. Yes. I still don't have a mouse. Oh, bad timing. Oh, well, actually it worked out just fine. Oh, when the mouse closes, I fall back. Oh, we're a bit of a platforming now. The challenge is this is not a good platformer. It's mouse only, so it's... Oh no! I'm not trapped. Alright, yeah, mouse only platforming. Oh! It's gingivitis. Oh! Oh, are we gonna fight? Oh, we're fighting! And I'm losing. Okay, alright. Let's go, I'm ready. Yeah! 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 Oh! Oh, man, he's got reach on me. Oh, okay, this one's got mass. This one's got speed. Elbow. Oh, he's back. Or that's a different one. All these teeth look alike. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. I celebrated too soon! Celebrated too soon! Ah! Thanks for your help. Not. Didn't need it though. Uh-oh. Are those feet or are those udders? This is an interesting art style, for sure. Oh! We've got a little country music going on. We're doing a little bull riding. Oh, and it's gone. Oh! You have tamed the wild tooth. This is my little dust mite friend, DDS. Are we... Is this a maze? Are we doing a maze? I haven't done a maze in this game. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, it's not really a maze. Okay, this is making me slightly sick. But it's a fun idea. So this is like the inside of this creature, and I'm rolling around in it. Oh shoot, I kind of lost the path. Oh no! I saw the path because I thought it was a maze and I quote unquote solved it. But this is a little different. Although there might only be one way to go. But I'm so disoriented by the spinning that's kind of making me a little nauseous. Look away! Look away if you're not feeling great about it. Actually, you know what? One eye! One eye seems to help. Yeah, one eye actually seems to help a lot. You might, if this is bothering you, give it the old one eye. I'm legitimately unsure of the path that I'm on, though. And I mean in life. No. Although, are there multiple paths? Or do they all just... Ah! Okay, wow. I actually don't know what just happened. Am I going backwards now? This is... The challenge is just not getting dizzy. I think I'm almost there. Like, are there even any choices? Have I made... Oh! No, except for when that happens. What I don't know is, have I made any choices? That was a mistake. You can go back. Whoa! Interesting, though. I'll tell you that. It was definitely interesting. So this side is where the mountains are, and then this side is where the mediocre feeling is. This is weirdly cute. Oh no! Is it green with envy? These are all the things that I can do. I can eat it. I can love it. You know what? Not that this game has shown us that this is to be true, but let's always start with love.
Yeah.
Oh. 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 Brokenhearted. Oh, these are all the mini games. Dude, I got this. I'll freaking click you so hard. You got no shot against me. You know how fast I can click? I'm like the clickiest. First of all, I've studied this. I know all about clicking a button really fast. Oh, did you get one hit on me? Good job. Roasted and toasted. Cheated. I see what we're doing here. We're up against a cheater. We're up against a cheater. It's a snail race? So our... Oh. So the purpose of this is to have games that we play against him and win the right to be with the cherry? Is that what is happening? So I won 2 out of 3. But he's cheating. Okay. Snail Race Champion is the achievement I just got. You can't see it. Oh! Wait, you can see my mouse. Oh, okay. I'm using game capture instead of display capture, but now you can see my mouse. Okay. I'm guessing these are just a series of mini games. Okay, I've climbed to the top of the mountain. I met some kind of spiritual leader of some type. I've studied in all forms of moving, and I have obtained enlightenment. Oh yeah, I did also study martial arts while I was there. That's just math. That's just physics right there. That hammer got me. I mean, I guess we go in order because... Oh no, is it chess? I actually don't know how to play. I'm really bad at it. Oh no. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've won the other games, but... I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, this is going to be embarrassing. Oh, thank goodness. Woo, I never had a shot. Alright. But the bees, you don't know either? Yeah, I know what the pieces do, and I've had some friends that are like, we gotta play chess. So it's like, I literally am terrible at it. And then they're like, we gotta play. I'm like, okay, let's play. And they're like, wow, you lost in 3 moves. You don't know what you're doing. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Do you want to arm wrestle? Like, you know... There's just some games that are not fun to play with people that don't know how to play them. Chess is one of them. Chess is probably fun versus people that you do know. There was no option to click on anything there, so that was just all automated as I talked over the whole minigame. So some of these are not even him cheating, it's just the kind of world conspiring against me. Yeah, see, he's just much better at this game than me. Oh, it's so funny. We're going left to right. Oh! Wow. Again, he didn't actually cheat, but the ground had eggs on them, and I slip in those eggs immediately. I don't think there's a way I can win this one. I think that's automated, the eggs falling there. We're gonna try one more time though, just to check. Yeah, okay, so the eggs fall before I can move. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try one more, and we're just not gonna move. I mean, I'm actually not that far behind considering I'm not moving. What a huge waste of eggs, though. Oh, does this just go on forever until I realize it's impossible to win and I slip on an egg? Yeah, this just goes on forever until I realize it's impossible to slip on an egg. Okay. Alright, what if I just eat him? Kirby style? Oh no, that was trying to scare him. Well, those are all the options. I guess giving up. Or Getting a runway. Getting a runway? Oh, he wants to have this competition. Oh, now it's me and the cherry again. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Oh, my bad. Still got those allergies. It's better than last week. Oh, I have a choice. Do I go where I will be moderately happy? I don't know. Moderately sad? I will guess I will have no emotion. Or do I go where the mountains are? Where do you want to go? Let's go here. Let's go for adventure. I don't know the choice I'm making, but okay. That was the wrong choice. Okay. Oh yeah, we're still inside this creature. I forgot that. We've been in him so long. Oh! He was unhappy. And now we've made him happy. That's kind of what I wanted to do in other parts of this game, and it wasn't an option. Gross. Weird. Gross and weird. Hi. Okay. I think we asked him to help us get back. Wow.
In the bed.
Kekel.
I don't know. This game is cute. I like it. This game is cute. We're enjoying it. And now we have all the cherries. I'm always looking for like a positive message or a positive lesson in games, and many times I don't have one. And I was hoping this one would, and here's what I'm gonna say, is turning this guy at the end into a friend and making him happy provided us with all the cherries we needed. So that's the positive spin I'm gonna put on it. The music and the sounds were perfect, nailed it, 10 out of 10. There was one bug that I had to restart, but the game brought me immediately back to where I was instead of like restarting the whole level, so good job there. This is like an hour-and-a-half game, so that's classic me. To be expected. But I loved it! I loved it. That is exactly what I wanted. Last week's stream was hard. You know, if you watch that, I'm always up to be challenged. And to have, you know, have some feelings be felt. I think it's good to push yourself sometimes, but it was hard. It was hard. That was a hard stream. And this was a perfect game for me, says Evo. I'm fairly certain there's an undertone of an insult there, and I love it. So there we go. The timing works out great too. We are looking to plug in that bonus day. The community challenge was met. Thank you again, everybody. So I'm looking to kind of schedule that out. So anyways, always love spending the time with you. I had a very interesting week. I had a very busy week. So coming back, seeing you all again, and playing a game like this, as silly and fun as it is, it was just the perfect game to come back to. I got very lucky in the about 20 minutes of research I did. Thank you, everybody. I'm so glad that you were all here with me, and it was such a pleasure seeing you. We're ending technically on time, but I have been running a little bit later than normal, so there we go. Have an absolutely wonderful weekend. I'll see you Wednesday. I don't have a game picked out yet because we are playing God of War on November 9th. We're going to start that as our main Wednesday game. So I have 1 week betwixt to find another game, and then next Saturday we'll be back with something light and something fun like this. Have an amazing, amazing day.